Guys, how we doing? Just doing a little check-in. Checking in. Figured somebody might want to see me out there on this nice Tuesday night. Well, it's nice where I'm at. Hopefully, it is where you are as well. Is my eye still red? Look at this. It is. Look at that, guys. Look. Just look at it. Look at it. I woke up this morning and like a blood vessel or something burst in my eye. It happens. It happens. I don't know. Maybe I was having some kind of crazy dream. But yeah, I'm just hanging out and relaxing. I'm probably about to put a movie on. You guys know what that reference is from? It's Austin Powers. A movie, baby. Yeah. So this stream is just going to be a quick one. Do you guys like quickies? Because this one's going to be one. But I hope everybody has been enjoying their spring so far and their April. I have. Thanks for asking. Got some more content on the way. I have been filming some video commissions. I filmed 2 today. I don't really feel like putting one on the channel. I was like, pop in for a quick late night surprise stream. I always do the surprise streams. They're always unannounced. It's like, hey, if you happen to be doom scrolling and you see me on, you can listen. But if not, you can always watch later. It'll be on the channel. But yeah, everything's going well. I finally got the work on my crawl space done. That horrible mold that was coming up through the hardwood floor, making me feel a little ill, a little off. The word I use is lethargic. It was making me feel lethargic. It sucked. It's crazy to learn that like mold and stuff can come up from the ground. You know, because I moved here from up north. We had basements there, not crawl spaces. The air can come up and it can get you sick. And it was making me feel lethargic, meaning like I just didn't really have the energy and motivation I normally have. I felt like something was like squeezing my brain a little bit and just making me want to like not really do anything or think too much. And I know it's not me. I knew something was off. So I pinpointed it. I had some people come. They treated it. They used a fogger to kill the mold. You can still see it. It's still visible, but it's dead. But they killed the mold. They put this thick plastic vapor barrier over the dirt for me. Because, man, that thing is dusty as hell down there. I did not want to do that myself. Like, I did the plumbing and electric in the crawl space myself. And, dude, it was so dusty. I would go down there with a dust mask. And within 5 seconds, the mask was covered in dirt because of how much dust was just kicking up from crawling around under there. And it's like, it's not even a point to even wear the mask at that point. You're just breathing dirt anyways. So it was bad. I got tired of like coughing and dealing with that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have a company do this one. Screw it. So they put the vapor barrier down. So now when I crawl around down there, because I went and checked on it today, no more dust kicking up. No more dirt or dust. You're just crawling on plastic. So much better. And they also put some foam board insulation on the walls under there for me. So when winter comes around, my hardwood floor is not going to be as freezing cold on my bare feet like it was this time. I mean, I still barefooted it. You know me. Like I can stand on concrete and play basketball in weather that's in the 80s and it won't hurt my feet because I'm used to barefooting. And same thing with this floor in here. It's a little cold, but nothing I can't handle. They do have to come back out and fix the foam boarding though because they didn't do the best job on that, and I had to say something. I was like, all right, man, this vapor barrier is excellent. I love it, but this foam board looks like it was put in by a homeowner who did not have experience. Because when they went to fasten it, because I got brick veneer, they went to fasten it to the wall. The fastener kept cracking. It was like breaking the foam board, even though it was really thick. And what they try to do is like they try to use spray foam to fill in the cracks and like the gaps between. And it looked like a hack job. So I got to come back out and fix that. But other than that, the mold is dead. I've had the windows open for the last few days before they came out. So I was venting the house, even though it was like cold and raining and stuff. But I've had the windows closed and it does not smell musty in here anymore. And I do not feel sick. I don't have a metallic taste in my mouth. I don't have this raw lump in my throat when I swallow. That was all because of that mold that was in the crawl space because the people that lived here before, man, they just let the house get really bad. But look, they were trying to sell me on the expensive dehumidifier package, right? And I was like, dude, I don't know if I need to do all that. I don't know if I need to go that route. So like, all right, here's what we'll do. We'll monitor it and see if you want to afterwards. So they gave me this fancy thing. It's called what is it called? It's called like a hygrometer, like hygro, not hydro, hygrometer. And I think this is just like a little cheap Amazon model. I found it on there for $10 that they gave me. But they put this other part of it, this little reader, in the crawl space itself. So this one is in the house, and it's got two readings on there. The top one is the temperature and what is it? The humidity percentage of the crawl space, and then the bottom one is the temperature and humidity of the house. So you can see it's 71 degrees in my house according to this. I don't think it's quite that warm though. It's like more like higher 60s according to my heat pump thermostat. 71 degrees in the house, 67 degrees in the crawl space. And then the home humidity, it says, is 66%. And it says the crawl space is 65. According to them, that's not a very good thing. Anything over 65 in warmer weather and like the mold that they killed could start coming back. So I'm going to monitor it for a couple months and see if it mellows out and just go from there. I really don't feel like paying to get a dehumidifier in my crawl space. I'll just buy some of that fogging stuff and just fog it every now and then to make sure the mold stays dead if I have to, if it starts coming back. But being a single homeowner is a lot of fun, as you guys can see. You get to deal with this kind of stuff. You've seen me do all this work on my house ever since I moved here. I've already almost been down south for like a full year now. I can't believe it's almost been a year. And you know why? It's because I've spent so much time working on this house. It's crazy. Like I've spent so many months of being here, like doing work on this house. Like I'm finally at a point where I can chill. I got all that stuff done at once so I can just have it done. But a lot of money, a lot of renovations, and like the stuff that I didn't want to do or couldn't do, like putting a new roof on the house and stuff, I paid people to do that. And now that's left is refinishing the floors, but like that's just aesthetic, man. I sweep dust and sweep dust or vacuum and mop these floors. I keep them clean. Like I'm barefoot all the time on these floors, and I won't let people like walk on it with their shoes. So it stays clean. I make sure it stays clean. I regularly clean them. Don't really need to refinish it. Who cares what it looks like? That's just aesthetic. I'll probably do it one day though. And then other than that, I'm gonna need a new septic tank eventually because that one's at the near end of its life, of course. And then I got to figure out what the hell is going on with the well. There's still bacteria in there. I cannot drink my well water, guys. I have to buy store-bought water. I shower with it. I cook with it because you can boil it and it's fine. But it still comes up with bacteria. Something's going on down there. I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it eventually. The bottom of that well. But yeah, I'm just chilling now. Filming full time. Enjoying life. Had an amazing backyard fire. Did you guys see that? I actually put 2 shorts of that fire because it was so epic and so much fun. I had a one-man party that evening, man. It was great. Oh, there was like 2 piles of old wood, and I burned them all in that. And like 2 old stumps from trees that had been cut in the yard, I burned both of those. Like that blaze, I made sure it wasn't going to get out of control, but it burned all throughout the night into the next morning. It was still like smoldering when I woke up. I was like, oh man, that still smells so nice. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Just filming, taking care of business, and just living the good life. And I really hope all of you have been living a good life too. I'm still here for you. I'll always be here for you. No matter what mold or any other obstacles along the way. Primal Instincts is here for you. I love to be. I hope my red eye is not scaring you too much. Let's see if I can do it without the shadow. Look at that. It'll go away. It's just like a bursted blood vessel. But yeah, guys, still doing commissions as always. Feel free to email me for one. Feel free to pledge to my Patreon if you like. I have some exclusive posts on there. I appreciate people who support me, and I like to give back to people who give, who honestly give. And just for hanging out and watching and listening to me, that always means a lot too. I want to give a special thank you. I already did on my website and on community posts on the channel, but I want to give a special thank you, especially to everybody, because March, last month, it was the greatest month in views my channel has ever had. And I don't just mean this year. I mean ever, like the entire lifetime of my channel in over 8 years. March had the highest views. I almost had, man, it was like close to 95,000 views in 1 month. And YouTube's been recommending my content a lot more. Of course, people are still watching the older videos that have a lot of views that have been on there for years, but the new videos I'm posting, whether they're like regular videos or the shorts, they're getting a lot of views and bringing some new fans in, and that's always awesome. And it makes me happy to see. I love opening this private window into my life and just sharing my personality, my physique, my workout routine, my talents, my comedy, just my everything with everybody that I've grown to know and interact with online all these years. Like, it's an amazing experience, and I'm really humbled by it, man. Like, I appreciate all the sincere fans and followers I have. Like, you guys are the best. I know who the real ones are. I love interacting with you in comments, Patreon messages and posts, video commissions. That's such an amazing experience to be able to film a video just for somebody, to know how much they love it, and I love doing it too. It's a two-way street, trust me. Still selling my clothing as merch. Somebody recently asked me, no, I am not on any like third-party website for like selling clothing. I'm an independent creator. Like, I do everything myself. I'm not on any like clips for sale website. Like, I have an official website, the nodealhero.com. Everything that's available is on there. Email me. That's how that works. I don't do it through any third parties or anything like that. Same thing with the clothing. I will personally ship it to you. There is no middleman. It's straight from me to you. Just like the videos. I film them. I send them straight to you. So that's the way I like to keep it. But yeah, just hanging out. About to watch a movie. I watched this movie. It was a newer one last night. It's called The Beekeeper. Jason Statham. That was such a good movie. And I found it really funny too. Because I don't know, do you guys know who Mr. Weeble is? Weeble's World? Back when Google Plus is a thing, I actually I was really popular on Google Plus. And I had like some famous people follow me. It was cool. Like, I know he doesn't do it anymore, but there was this like, there's a comedian named Steve Green, and he would like talk to me on there. He would reply to my comments and stuff because I was real popular on Google Plus when it was a thing. So YouTube would actually put my comments as like top priority whenever I'd leave them. So I would leave a comment on like a famous YouTuber's video that I watched, and it would prioritize it at the top for them to see and reply before any other ones, because I had like a really popular following on Google Plus years ago. And I leave comments on like Make Me Bad 35. I don't know if you guys have seen his videos that he used to film a lot years ago. I don't think he really does anymore. But I remember giving him a video idea. I was like, dude, you should go to a fancy, because he would do like public trolling. He was the public trolling guy. I was like, you should go to a restaurant and like just dress real fancy and act polite at first, but then just be really rude, like chew with your mouth open and like slurp your soup and burp loudly. And he wrote back, he's like, yeah, that's a good one, man. I'll also dip my face in my soup. He never ended up doing it, but it was still cool to like interact, with that Google Plus account. But anyways, Mr. Weeble's World, he followed me on Google Plus. So he was actually following my channel I had before the No Dio Hero. And I really like his little songs he makes. He's the one that makes that one that's what is it called? The Manatee song. And the one that I'm thinking of though, it's called Bee Colony, like Bee Colony Collapse. And in the middle of the song, he's talking about bees flying around pollinating flowers for hours and hours and hours. Then suddenly, all dead, all dead, all the bees are dead. What's to happen to all these bees? It's not gonna be good for you or me. Oh no. I blame Jason Statham. And they just randomly brings Jason Statham into this song, talking about punching and crushing and stomping bees and breaking the queen's neck. It just gets like really, it starts off like this happy little nature song about bees, and it gets all crazy, and Jason Statham's like killing all these bees, and like then years later, this year, as a matter of fact, in 2024, because I mean that song, who knows what that year that song was from, the Weeble songs. It was from like early 2000s or 2010s. Yeah, early 2000s, I believe. Jason Statham is the lead actor in a movie called The Beekeeper. But in this one, he protects bees. He does not kill them. Although, figuratively, he does. Because I'm not going to give away the movie, but that's all I'll say. But I just found that neat. You know? Mr. Weeble makes a song about bees with Jason Statham. Years later, Jason Statham is in a movie about bees where he is the beekeeper. But you know what? All this talk about movies, it's time for me to put one on. Watch a movie and then get me some rest. So, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you always for the attention and support. I love you all. And expect more from me very soon. Now I'm going to pick me a movie, baby. Yeah.